Hey guys, it's Megan with Transcending Your Reality. I'm back with another video. If this video resonates with you, please give it a thumbs up. And if you guys would like to work together, check out the description, the link below, and I'd love to help you. So let's talk about some tips with manifesting, okay? I'm gonna be looking at my notes here as well. Some things I've helped. Again, I'm not new to manifesting. I'm not new to coaching. I've been coaching for a long time. But let's just think some things I've worked on and noticed things that are holding things back for people in their reality. And I thought about creating some tips, okay? So we've heard that we can manifest anything we want in our reality, okay? Which you can, because your thoughts are always creating. They're going to go into the screen of space and it's going to collapse on a wave and particle, and it's going to manifest out what your desire is, okay? That's how it works. It's the law. So whatever you're focusing on, whether it be good or bad, is going to be what is coming, what you're going to see in your reality. I was going to say coming back to you, but it is actually coming back to you because it's being reflected back to you. Okay, just as, if you see somebody in a mirror and their reflection, you're realizing that they're just a reflection. So same thing for everything in your reality. It is just a feedback loop, okay? And people are just always going to be reflecting to you what you have going on inside of you. Now, some things, if you're seeing things in your reality, like a specific person or money, or you want to get a marriage, or whatever, circumstances coming in your reality and you want to change it, here are some tips for you, okay? Number one is you want to focus on what you want. Again, I just told you previously, whatever you're focusing on is going to be what's, manifesting your reality. So it's like those weeds that you might not want in your garden. If you don't prune those weeds up with a mental diet and start changing, the thoughts in your head, you're going to create some things in your life that you don't want. So it's kind of focusing on what do I want? So, being very clear on what you want. Also giving yourself a permission to have what you want. Bashar calls it permission slips. I say it's permission. Because basically, we just want to give ourselves that permission because we have some constraints, or we feel like we have to create these rules for ourselves based on stuff that's been passed down to us and our subconscious beliefs, that we don't feel we're worthy or good enough. So we don't even give ourselves permission. So we want to give ourselves permission for what we want. So again, number one, we're going to focus on what is it that I want, okay? Number two, you're going to list why don't I think I can get it? What are my complaints? What's showing up in my reality that I don't want? Okay. Number three, you're going to give yourself permission to have what you want. All right. No matter what's happened in the past, that's irrelevant. Okay. That doesn't stop you from what's manifesting in the future. It's your fears and your thoughts around those fears and those structures and those belief systems that's keeping you there. So you can transcend past those by be very observant of what you're agreeing to, what you think is really real in your reality, what you think to be true about you, what are you assuming to be true about yourself in relation to that. And also by looking at your fears, okay, why don't I think I can have this? What's happened in the past? Okay, those can also be your blocks that you can get over, okay? You can definitely, they don't need to be serving you anymore. All right, you do not have to have those serve you anymore. So I also want you to intend for your worthiness. That kind of ties into permission of giving yourself what you want, because you're worthy to have anything you want. So even if you feel like, I messed up, or I didn't do this, or oh my gosh, I deserve that, that doesn't matter. We want to stop those thought processes. All right, we want to start seeing yourself. I want you to start seeing yourself as somebody worthy of your desires, okay? Because you really are really worthy of whatever you want. The only person that's making up the rules to make you feel like you're not worthy is yourself, okay? And then everybody's a mirror. Like I said, remember, if you're looking in a mirror and there's a reflection, those people are just reflecting back to you. You have your assumptions in relation to that area. So this could be good and bad, because remember, we're always manifesting. You're already master manifestors right now. So you're always manifesting anyway. We just want to make sure that we are not giving our free will away to others and thinking what they tell us is the truth, because the truth comes within us. okay? Everybody else is just mirroring that back to us. So we want to feel and give ourselves, make those rules in our reality that we are worthy to have our desires, that we are good enough to have our desires, despite any circumstance that have arisen before, despite any limiting beliefs you have. So you don't need to work for worthiness. You're already inherently worthy right now. So you can start telling yourself that you're already perfect. The only reason why you don't think you're perfect is because you're saying you're not perfect. And then people are manifesting that back out in your reality. So remember, let's start working on the worthiness and giving ourselves permission to have what we want to have. And also, when we're doing this, you want to persist no matter what's showing up. So you're going to persist through the old and the new, the old and new. So you might see some new stuff come up and you might see some old stuff come up, but you want to be kind of unmoved by those old things that are coming up, because it's just old previous thoughts that don't matter. And if you're looking out there, to say, oh my gosh, my manifestation's working, you're kind of focusing on the lack, and you're also giving your free will up, I would say, or your creative ability up, because it's not coming from out there. You're forgetting the rule as it comes within. Okay, so you're the only one who can consciously create your reality. All right, so therefore, as something comes up that you see that you don't like, you need to remind yourself that's just the reflection from my previous thoughts. I'm not going to react the same way anymore. I'm going to respond differently because I have changed myself into this person that's worthy of his or her desires. Okay, and whatever they're doing is just a reflection of what I have going inside of me, and that's going to give you some power, some more power, feeling some more power when you think that as well. And then we're going to live from the end. So that means, again, when we see something we don't like, we're going to go back and affirm. We're going to go back to our imaginal act. We're going to go back to this inner conversation, whatever technique you choose. And I can do some more videos on different techniques if you want me to. The techniques really are just about, you persisting through these things, living from the end, no matter what is showing up. So therefore, going to your imaginal act, going within, remind yourself with an affirmation that I'm creating this whole entire thing. Nothing can hurt me. I'm just creating this entire thing. So let me go back to rule number 1, focus on what I want. Okay, so something's showing up, and how do I live from my end? I go to what my end looks like. So does that go to like an imaginal scene of being congratulated? Does that go to having a wedding ring? Does that go to maybe receiving flowers? I mean, everybody can have a different end. It depends on what you want from the end. So that goes back to my rule number 1, being really focused on what you want to create. Is it this marriage, or is it that you want flowers? Or is it all? You can have it all. You really can. But you need to remind yourself that you are manifesting in your reality. Everybody is just mirroring internally what you think, okay? What you have going on, what's alive inside of you, and you don't have to fear. It gives you some power back, makes you feel a little bit more empowered, and you truly can have anything and everything you want. And I will talk more about other things of, what happens when you have to work through resistance in some other videos. But this video, I just want to come up with my steps for you. So focus on what you want, create that list of things and complaints that you see showing up that you don't like in your reality. Okay, and then you can cross those out and make intentions for what you want. Ask yourself, what am I fearful of? Be honest, you'll see your assumptions. Okay, then give yourself permission to have what you want. Intend for your worthiness. Intend to see yourself as good enough for your desire. Those permission slips, as I said. Persist through that old story no matter what's showing up, okay? Even when you don't like it, keep persisting because it's the law. It has to show up. And then live from the end. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. I will see you in the next video. Again, if you want to work together, the description's in the link below. Bye, guys.